One advice from experts during this pandemic is that people should avoid shaking hands as a greeting. What happened with the COVID-19 pandemic should serve as a lesson for us to take measures in guaranteeing these pandemics don't occur again. This advice is not given for no reason. Hands can transmit flu and now also coronavirus. Hands are dirty. There you can even find fecal bacteria. According to a study conducted by Michigan State University, after using public restrooms, only 5% of people wash their hands with soap long enough to get rid of germs, while 15% of men and 7% of women don't wash their hands at all. Some other studies consider the numbers to be higher. However, these facts haven't managed to get people to get rid of the old habit of greeting each other through handshakes. Yet, coronavirus has made it as fundamental as ever for this topic to be taken into consideration. Why leave our personal hygiene in other people's hands? Literally others people's hands. It is believed that the custom of handshaking dates back in ancient Greece. It was a symbol of peace, showing that neither person was carrying a weapon. Some say that the shaking gesture of the handshake started in medieval Europe. Meaning, it is a custom old enough for nobody to be able to truly say where it actually began. But harming customs ought to be changed. We believe it's the right time we come up with an alternative way of greeting. To a lot of people, such proposal may come off too strange, leading them to asking in stupefy, how could we change a custom that has outdone thousands of years? But what do we have to lose if we go through with it? If the change doesn't flare up negative consequences, on the contrary, it has a variety of benefits, isn't it worth a shot? Handshaking comes automatically to many of us. The art of a proper handshake was drummed into us at a young age. It also maintains a prominent place in our professional lives, sealing a deal. The change we are suggesting does not affect any physical or spiritual relationship amongst people. We are not suggesting we renounce on hugging, kissing or even shaking the hands of the people closest to us, who through such gesture, attempt to feel and share warmth. We propose we do not shake hands while greeting acquaintances we run into or strangers we meet during business meetings, or when introduced to someone new at the cafe, and so on. Several nations of the world have distinctive other methods of greeting in such occasions and they have managed to do just fine that way. Not shaking hands is often viewed as being rude. We think we should change this mentality. And this movement is about this, changing mentality. We don't have to show our respect by transmitting viruses and bacteria to each other. There are plenty of other ways for us to show so. Being loyal, humble and giving as much love as possible, is enough. This, however, doesn't impose getting rid of the custom forcefully. It is everyone's right to greet others the way they see fitting. Yet, it is also everyone's right to not be forced into handshaking if they don't feel up to it, to be free to do so and not get judged, having the other party considering their action a lack of manners. We are not alone in this proposal. Some worldwide public health figures had stated similar viewpoints, in favor of this idea. Eradicating the custom of handshaking will not jeopardize freedom, our rights, our values or our traditions. It will not make us more distant from each other either. It will simply have a positive influence on the health of millions of people. If any organization or public figure wants to support us in this initiative, you are more than welcomed. Together we can further elaborate the idea, raise the awareness of more and more people and find some possible alternatives to the handshake. Let's make the world a handshake-free zone.